Coach, you started with an opening statement. Well, then open up for questions.
Yeah, I think you have to give Oklahoma a lot of credit. I thought they looked really good on tape. They looked good defensively. They looked good offensively. So I think you have to begin. I think that's a really good team to play. I think they're going to have a heck of a year. They're sound in what they do. They can attack you in a lot of different areas. So I think you got to give them a lot of credit tonight. I think, obviously we'll make shots at a higher clip than what we did. We had some, particularly right around the rim, that we just didn't finish. That I think typically we'll finish. In really both games. But having said that, I was really proud of our guys, particularly in the second half. I thought our defense really gave us a chance if we could make a few shots to get this thing where we needed to get it, and we just couldn't make those shots to get it, a 2 or 3 possession. Well, we got a 3 possession, but a 2 possession game. So give Oklahoma a lot of credit. Lon does a great job, and we've got good players. They're going to have a really good year. And I was really proud of the way our guys battled in the second half. Really proud of them.
I know obviously this field you're stepping up a little bit for what you typically open the season with, but to shoot 30 yesterday, to shoot whatever, let's say 25, 26%, whatever, let's say, how off guard, where were you caught out with that? Especially the way against me, I think you shot with 72.
Yeah. I think, it's one of those things where I think once guys see the ball go in a little bit, it'll free them up. I'm not too concerned about that. We probably need to do some things where we're attacking in different areas offensively, but I'm not too concerned about that. I think our effort is there. Again, we need to probably clean up a few things, and we will. But I think we played 2 good teams defensively, and I think Oklahoma has a chance to be outstanding defensively.
How does it say that even when the shooting isn't there, I think it's still at the end one this week or the end one performance, it's still kind of like everything else. It's something about where this team is at defensively.
I think that all my teammates and myself take pride in it. We try to win each and every possession, like Coach Holtmann says, and I think that that our defense allows us to stay in games even if we are shooting bad. So I think that we trust one another and we can move on from there.
Kellen, we've seen a lot of good shooters struggle so far in this tournament. Is this type of temporary gym harder to shoot in than someplace like Hinkle?
Oh no. It's just a personal thing. Like I just got to make shots. There's no excuse. So Coach Holtmann does a great job coming up with plays for me to get open, and AC sets great screens. So I got to be able to make shots. There's no excuse.
Andrew was a tough bounce back. It was pretty emotional with yesterday at BNT in Carolina. Number 5. Was it tough to hit the reset button somewhere?
Not really, because we knew Oklahoma was going to be that good caliber team as well. So that really wasn't the problem. It's just, like Coach Holtmann said, they just came out just right away with a different mindset. And we, like you said, we could make shots. A couple of shots went in, could be a completely different game.
Other questions?
Chris is on topic.
Sure. There's
so many different types of basketballs being used right now in college. There are a lot of schools using that involved. A lot of places you go, it's going to be much different ball than what you play with at home. Do you talk about that with your team at all, or is that just kind of like not filling your head with it?
Yeah, we don't talk about it. And to be honest with you, I don't know if it affects them one way or the other. I'm sure guys might be more comfortable with a particular ball. I do think when you're in a different setting, like we are here, back to kind of your question, the setting is a little bit different, and it takes some getting used to. But I know our guys certainly wouldn't want to make any excuses for that. We played 2 good teams, 2 really good defensive teams. But if it's round, we'll pretty much shoot it. So that's kind of where we're at.
And I wasn't talking about just not talking about the last 2 days, just broadly though. I mean, obviously at the next level, there's just uniform ball.
Yeah.
Just about everything.
I have heard that. I have heard that conversation, maybe in the last year, should the NCAA go to that. I think it's a great idea. I'm sure there's probably more to that argument than I'm aware of. But I think it makes sense, although I don't know, I've never heard our guys particularly. In 18 years of coaching, I've heard teams I've coached talk about not liking a ball, maybe one or two balls, which I won't say publicly. Other than that, they're all pretty much the same, I think. Okay, thank you.